If you like our content, please like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to get alerts when we introduce new videos. This video will demonstrate how to add a Captive Portal Self-Sign-In Wireless LAN to a venue and describe some of the advanced features that can be configured on the network. So to add a network, I could click on Networks here, or I could go Add Network over here. So I'm going to click over here and say Add Network. I'll give the network a name. I'll call it Foundry Guest 1. For description, I'll just put Foundry, and then we have the network type. So we are going to select Captive Portal. So it'll say users are authorized through a Captive Portal in various methods. So if I click on that and hit Next, so here it says select the way the users gain access to the network. So we have a number of different choices here. So what I'm going to do is select Self-Sign-In, where users can sign in with their social media account. So I'm going to click on that. I'll do Next. And here we allow sign in using at least one of these options. So by default, we got Facebook, Google, Twitter, LinkedIn. We could do SMS. So I'm going to leave those the same. And if you wanted to redirect the users to your website, and most businesses would have their own website, you could put that website in here. As an example, I'm just going to put in the CommScope website. So when we log in, we should be redirected to the CommScope website. If you wanted to collect email addresses of users who connect to the network, you could check that box as well. We'll leave that unchecked. I'll click Next. And here is where we define the Captive Portal web page. So this is what the user is going to see when they log in. It has a default image, but if I want to change that image, I can put my own image. Since I have an art studio, so I'll put in a graphic. I can put in a welcome text. And you'll notice that when the text is put in, it automatically shows up over here. You're seeing real time what the user would be seeing when they log in. If I want to put in a marketing message, I could do that. So my message is buy one item and get the second at 50% off. And if you had terms and conditions, you could do that as well. So then I'll click Next. Here we assign the venue. So I'm going to put this one on my Foundry venue. I'll click Next. So here's my summary page, and if I go to my advanced network settings, I can change the VLAN ID, the maximum number of devices. Now you'll notice that this is set at 1. So since most people carry 2 or 3 devices, you might want to set that one at 3. User connection settings, you allow the user to stay connected for 1 day. That could be changed into minutes or hours. And you have redirection, you have load control, maximum rate could be unlimited or it could be per AP or client. Load balancing, access control, if you wanted to set up a policy. So for example, maybe you didn't want your guests to be able to go to certain websites or whatever, you could set up a traffic policy where you could block MAC addresses, or you could set up a policy here where you could block traffic and you could add a rule to that. It might be an IP address, a subnet mask. So I might want to block traffic to one of the different protocols. So you can set up a lot of different things here on your traffic rules, and you have other various policies that can be set up. So I'm going to click cancel on this because I'm just going to take the default on that. I'm going to then create the network. A message saying adding network Foundry guest, and then it says network Foundry guest was added. And now I can test that network out. I can go to my wireless settings. There is the network that I set up. You'll notice that it does say open because it's a self-sign-in. So I'll click on that. I'll hit connect. So that redirects me to the Captive Portal. I have my logo. Welcome to the Awani Art Studio. Buy one item, get the second at 50% off. So now I can log in with my social media. So I'm going to connect with Google. I'm going to use my Gmail account here, and I'll do next. And that directs me then to the CommScope website. If you remember, that was the URL that we had posted. So this is how you add a Captive Portal Self-Sign-In Wireless LAN using the RUCKUS Cloud dashboard.